There's something about old buildings in the hood. They hold stories, secrets. Some get told, some get forgotten. I moved into my cousin's building a few nights ago. One of those old apartment complexes. The kind with the peeling paint, buzzing streetlights, and a hallway that always smelled like a mix of somebody cooking, cheap air freshener, and history. The kind of place where the elevator don't always work, and you might hear arguments from 2 floors down, but also kids laughing outside. Life always moving, even late at night. My cousin, Tay, handed me the keys with a nod. You and 3B, keep to yourself, don't mind the noises at night. I raised a brow. Noises? He smirked, shaking his head. You'll see. The way he said it made my stomach twist just a little, but I let it go. I climbed the stairs, my duffel bag slung over my shoulder. The overhead light in the hallway flickered every few seconds, casting weird shadows on the wall. And that's when I saw it. At the end of the hall, a door, no number, no decorations like the others, where folks put up little wreaths or signs that said, "Bless this home." Just a dark wooden door, older than the rest. The handle was scratched up, the paint around it chipped, like too many people grabbed it over the years. But the weirdest part, something about it felt off, like it shouldn't be there. Later that night, I was laying in bed, scrolling on my phone. Outside, I could hear the usual neighborhood sounds: cars bumping music, somebody yelling a block away, a group of kids still outside way past their bedtime. Nothing unusual, but then, bring yourself to me. I froze. It wasn't coming from outside, it was inside, the hallway. Bring yourself to me. I sat up slow, my heart steady but alert. The sound wasn't loud, more like someone speaking really soft, almost like they didn't want to be heard. I slid out of bed, crept to my door, and pressed my ear against it. Silence. Then, bring yourself to me. I swallowed, hand hesitating on the knob. I knew where it was coming from, the door at the end of the hall, the one with no number. I stepped out, the floor creaking under me. The hallway felt colder now, the flickering light above barely holding on. I walked slow, past 3C, past 3D, until I was right in front of it. Up close, I noticed something else: scratches all around the frame, like somebody had tried to pry it open, or like somebody tried to get out. I reached for the handle. It's locked. Just as I was about to turn back, the lock slid open. I took a step back, my pulse in my ears. The handle turned by itself, and the door creaked open. Inside, it looked like time had frozen. A small, dimly lit room, a single twin bed with an old blanket, a wooden nightstand with a cracked lamp, a chair pushed slightly away from the desk covered in old notebooks, and the air, it was thick, heavy, like this room hadn't been touched in years. I stepped inside, my sneakers making the floorboards groan. My breath felt slow, controlled, but my body knew something was wrong. And then I saw it, an open notebook on the desk. Its pages yellowed, curling at the edges, the handwriting neat but frantic. I leaned in, my fingers tracing over the words. I hear them at night, the whispers, they call my name. My stomach clenched. I turned the page. I don't know how long I've been here. The door won't open. The lights flicker, but they don't go out. They are waiting. I turned another page faster this time. The date at the top caught my eye. Exactly 1 year ago. And at the bottom, written in careful, deliberate strokes, it was my name. I took a step back, my breath shaky now. The walls felt closer, the air thicker, and then I whipped around. The chair at the desk had moved, just a little, but enough to let me know I wasn't alone. I swallowed hard, forcing myself to look at the notebook one more time. One last entry, one sentence scrawled in rush, uneven handwriting. Don't leave the door open. The air shifted like a sudden pressure change before a storm. I turned to run, but the door, it was already closing on its own, and on the other side, something moved in the shadows.